Innervision, taking you to a new level of Christian radio. www.innervisionrecords.org, the official website of Innervision.
Send us feedback, requests.
Help spread the word about local musicians. We are Inner FM.
Welcome to another Innervision FM with Johnnie J in the house. And we'd like to thank you for joining us here. And today I'm doing the show without my sunglasses, because the next show you will see me on, which should probably be sometime next week. I'm going to have probably a different color of eyes and so forth. So tomorrow I'm going to get some new eyes, and so they're not going to be contact lens, because these eyes are not real anyway. So I want to set up the show for people who have just joined us. My name is Johnnie J. I am the only totally blind TV producer in Colorado, as far as I know. I started my career out at, Denver, as they say, Public Access TV in December of 1989. And now I'm just continuing on this new platform called, Facebook, and Periscope sometimes, and YouTube sometimes as well. So, I run a nonprofit organization. We work with physically challenged musical artists to teach them the business of music, and we're planning on doing a festival this summer. So we're looking for artists and bands who want to be a part of that, and we might even do like a virtual festival. Give us your opinion. I mean, do you want it to be something where people can go to outside in a park, or would you want it to be something that it's a virtual and could be seen universally? Yes. Okay. So we're up to your ideals. Now, last week I was reading a lot of things about R. Kelly and people's different points of view and what was going on. The bottom line is, if he was involved with this, he was involved a long time, and people around him, as usual, in cases like this, were enabling him to be whoever he was at that time and whoever he grew up to be at that time. And so people saying, well, now I got to back away from R. Kelly because it's not popular. He's not popular, but yes, we made our money off of him. I don't know. It seemed like, you stick around a guy when he's up, but when he's down, you kick him in the face with some dirt. You kick dirt in his face, and you decide to back off. All right. Now, why I compared it with Lot from the Old Testament in Genesis, it was, there was some unusual and strange things going on in the head of Lot. There was some strange and unusual things going on with his daughter and his wife, who became a pillar of salt, and perhaps even with his now deceased son-in-laws, because when the angels came to the house and they decided, after Lot's cousin prayed for him and said, hey, God, if there's just one person in that place, would you not, save that one person? And then he negotiated a rescue for his cousin, Lot, and the angels came down and was kind of, convinced him, but he said, hey, come over, let me prepare a dinner. And back in those days, when you wanted to prepare a dinner, especially if you want to have meat, you had to slaughter that bad boy, drain the meat, cut up the meat, and then boil it, roast it, whatever you were going to do, and then cooked up some vegetables. And that took some time and effort compared to, just going to King Soopers or Safeway across the street, and you just go buy the hamburger and put it on the slab and turn up the fire, put some grease in there, some grease artery clotting grease in there, with that artery clotting or clogging hamburger meat, and you may or may not have vegetables with that, who knows, or a salad with that. But it's so much easier today to, cook up a dinner for your guests. And so when the men of the village came to Lot's place and said, and this was young and old guy, said, "We noticed that you brought 2 guys to the house. Bring them out because we want to have illicit sex with them." And Lot came out and said, "Hey, my brothers, don't do this terrible thing. But I have 2 daughters that are virgins, and let me bring them out. And you could do whatever you want to do with these 2 daughters, but please, brothers, these men are my guests, but my daughters are just, my property." Right? Hey, you sort of like, wait a minute. Hey, me too. What was me too at that time, where our Lot was offering up his daughters to be sexually molested from every dole in them, right? What was he thinking? And getting back to R. Kelly and his situation, it seemed that he had an older sister and a rather disturbed young lady. And I can only speculate because the mother's dead and the sister, she's now holy and sanctified through the blood of Jesus Christ. And she's no longer talking about what happened in the past because it has been covered by the blood. Okay, something like that. I'm thinking the mother, she was young and she was kind of, get her freak on and looking for a man and trying to get a man to stick with her and satisfy her sexual need. And then the man said, well, he probably had no respect for her. I'm just speculating, for the mother of R. Kelly. And so, hey, I'm screwing around with you, but, when she's in the other room or she's not looking, whatever, he said, well, hey, maybe with his perverted mind, he might look at her daughter who was maybe, 9 or 10 years old. No one starts out this way, abusing, which if you haven't listened to some of the interviews, the oldest daughter was sexually abusing the 6-year-old brother, the younger brother of R. Kelly. And so this abuse might have happened to R. Kelly. It might have not happened to him as well. But the family got twisted. The family got twisted in such a way that, weird concepts of relationships, weird concepts of this is your sister, you're not supposed to have sex with your sister, this is your brother, you're not supposed to have sex with your brother, that got twisted. And I don't know if they were going to church at the time or a lot of times the church parents, they you go take your kids to church, but you don't say, okay, read the book of Leviticus, and it says who not to have sexual relationships with and who you can have sexual relationship. And maybe, in most families, it's just this unsaid thing that this is your sister, this is your brother. You do not have sex with these people. You go out and you have sex with those people. Unless you're from the South, then anything goes, right? Well, okay, if you're from the South, I'm just joking. I mean, I'm not talking about the slave master who, has sex with his cousin, sister, and whoever else, moo and bad man, whatever, But, that was back in the day, and surely those things don't happen today. So anyway, I'm looking at it and seeing how the sister, R. Kelly's sister, turned their world upside down. And like I said, I don't know how much she involved R. Kelly in this situation, or if it was just a little brother, or if there was just other things going on that R. Kelly has never even talked about that, got him twisted, right? And, there's many guys in Hollywood and maybe other guys that have money that have dated younger women, the guys that are 50, they make their millions, and they say, well, I'm going to trade my old model car in for a new model car and get me a lady that's 20 years younger or so younger. And sometimes there's guys, I've heard in cases of guys that are 70 years old, and they say, let me reach back 30, 40 years. And in the case of Hugh Hefner, he reached way back, way, great daughter back. But, some guys swing that way and some guys don't, right? So in the case of R. Kelly, I'm looking beyond the allegations. I'm looking at what was the history of this, and could there have been any help for R. Kelly to get it straight, or was people on the Pillsbury Dole line or the money chain so interested in the train running smoothly? If we point out to R. Kelly that this is not right, this is a little bit twisted, that they may be kicked off the gravy train, and maybe they sacrificed a few people to see just to see what would happen if they confronted R. Kelly and said, hey, R. Kelly, this is not right, this is a little bit twisted, and they got thrown off the gravy train. So everybody looked around and said, wait a minute, it's pretty warm up here, the money's flowing, the liquor's flowing, and the women are flowing, and maybe we could ride this train out and see where it goes. And I see, like, Master P and Mary J. Blige and a few other celebrities, they were trying to say something, just like they were trying to say something with Harvey Weinstein. Oprah didn't say something loud enough because she was hugging on him and beginning like he was the world's butter on the bread, until the Me Too concept caught up to him, and then she distanced herself from him. But leave some comments down there, because this didn't start with R. Kelly. This started in a twisted household, and this is the younger brother. He says, Mom used to call me her miracle baby because she wasn't supposed to have any more baby because she had one before me and had a miscarriage, and I guess she probably had her tubes tied or something, and ended up having him. That's only the second time I've heard that phrase, miracle baby. I heard it from another lady who was Hispanic, and she was looking out the window. This guy was walking by, and she said she was a little bit lonely, so she called him up, and they got their freak on, and next thing you know, she's having a miracle baby. And I'm not sure how much of a miracle had to do with that baby. Maybe it was just a hot summer day, and there was a stranger, and there you were, and boom, 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 right? So I sort of like question the validity of the miracle baby, right? It wasn't like a Mary angel kind of thing where Mary was with child from the angel, right? It was like maybe this was their version of, well, we can't do it the Mary way, so we're going to do it the American way. But we can't lock that all on America, right? So anyway, this is going to be a short show. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at the Martin Luther King celebration at the Art Complex on 14th and Curtis. You're invited to come. Free food at 6 o'clock. And then the concert and presentation starts at 7:30. Innervision with Wayne Turner, and I won the Martin Luther King Award in 2006. I still have the award with me. And so we're going to go to see who's the recipient for 2018 through 2019. And of course, we'll see at the parade as well, Martin Luther King parade. Haven't decided if we're going to walk with the Republicans of color, or if we're just me and my wife, or we're just going to do the march. But we'll be there as well. So don't forget that you can go to our website, innervisionrecords.org, and become a member. If you're a band, become a member, or if you're an artist, become a member. We teach the business of music, and we get your music out there, and we show you how to make royalties off of your money, if you don't already know that already, and just some other things about the music business to keep you straight up with the music business. You can also go to paypal.me/Innervision. Innervision Denver, all caps. So that's paypal.me/Innervision Denver, and you can make a donation of any kind there. And we do have our card donation, and we are doing go to our website, and if you need to repair your credit, or you know somebody who needs to repair the credit, if you sign up with this credit card, and you tell them that Johnny Johnson sent you, and give them our address, and send us an email too, we get a donation of $100. So that's something that we have going on. So if you can't afford a donation because you have bad credit and you're just struggling financially, and you need to get some help with some of these credit cards, this is where you can get that help and help Innervision at the same time, right? So remember, innervisionrecords.org. Catch our radio shows on innervisionfm.com and KOMF radio as well on. You'll see the call letters on our website. All right. So let me give a shout out to the people that have joined us. I always got to give a shout out to the people. Paul Shiakris is watching. Heidi Johnson is watching. Dwight Martian, hey cuz, what's up? Sage Robson, hey, one of our fantastic artists. Oh, by the way, her one of her songs, Soldiers of the Lord, is going to be on Mike Johnson's CD.
Don't be fooled by reality. Don't listen when they say it's all good. They say you don't need God, but it's only a facade, like drinking lemonade. It's sour when you take away the sugar. God is real, I'm living proof. I was headed toward the grave or prison. Not much of a choice until I heard God's voice. The question after that was, would I listen? It was dark and cold, I was feeling so old. The storm was moving in fast. God told me to run to Him, to His loving arms, and told me He would heal me of my past. Well, He washed me up and He filled my cup. With oil He anointed my head. He covered me in a blanket of His protection, and sweet sleep when He tucked me into bed. Well, we talked all through the night and He restored my sight. He took the blinders off my eyes that I'd had. He washed me in His truth and He took away my bad. And suddenly I wasn't so sad. God said the reality is just listen to me and follow me with grace and mercy. My only son I gave so that you could be saved. His blood is a symbol of my love. God refreshed and saved my life, and I don't live in strife. He's always pouring His sweet blessings over me. His love is no facade. It's like drinking lemonade. It's sweet when you add the sugar. God is definitely sweet and so refreshing for your life. If you thirst and drink, you will be restored. His only son he gave so that you can be saved. It's like drinking lemonade. It's sweet when you add the sugar. So sweet when you add the sugar. So sweet when you add the sugar. And God is definitely the sugar. Oh yeah. So sweet when you add the sugar. So sweet when you add the sugar.
God is real. Sage from the Innervision compilation album 2011. And she's on Mike Johnson's new album. So check it out on our website, innervisionrecords.org. So good to see you, Sage. John Bennett is watching. Matt Cross is watching. And we'd like to thank you guys for watching tonight. And like I said, we're going to probably do a repeat tomorrow night. And we might even show some live stuff with at the concert tomorrow night as well. So God bless you. See you the next time here on Innervision FM with Johnnie J.
Isn't it fun to sing along to the radio? If you could help someone else have that same experience and take it to the next level, maybe you would consider donating an old car, RV, truck, or boat. You know, for over 15 years, Innervision has been helping the physically challenged and grassroots artists to create their music. Using music to heal the world is Innervision's gift to you, and you can help them to continue by donating your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat. You'll also receive a tax deduction at the end of the year. Call us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 1-855-500-7433. That's 1-855-500-7433. Charity ID 4015. Your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat is tax deductible, and it can make a difference right here in Colorado. The artists at Innervision thank you for your support. Make that call toll-free using Innervision's charity ID 4015. Again, the phone number 1-855-500-7433.